it's your girl Netta, actually known as the DIY woman. Did y'all see that new name? Like, we'll get into that another time. What's up, Bloom fam? I hope everyone is doing great. I want to say welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome, family, welcome. So, here we're just going to be great. That's the type of way we're on. We're going to be great together. That's what we preach over here, okay? So today, so you all know, I've already done stitch length. So today we're going to be doing stitch width. So we're going to be learning about stitch width on the Brother XM2701 sewing machine, and also on other sewing machines. You all should have those dials: stitch length, stitch width, and tension. So we're going to be learning about stitch width today again. And y'all probably thinking like, okay, she cute today. What's the occasion? Well, I've reached 500 subscribers, 520 to be exact. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Come on. Like, I'm so proud of myself that I'm able to do this without doing too much. You know what I mean? All the things that, and yeah, let's get into it. Okay, Blooming fam, so this is the stitch length, right? We talked about that in the previous video that I uploaded a while back. And this is the stitch width. This is what we're talking about, right? You see that? It's a little dusty, my machine. My apologies, I've been focused on nails lately, as you can see, yeah. But stitch width, this is what we're gonna work on. For the Brother XM2701 machine, my machine goes from 0 to 5. 0 to 5, okay? So yes, 0 to 5, and let's get into it. Okay, really quick. So the things to know about stitch width: it's measured in millimeters. Stitch width sets the distance the needle moves from side to side. So it's the distance the needle moves from side to side. That's the width. With stitch width, you don't really have to worry about adjusting it with straight lines. You can set it to 0. So stitch width and stitch length, they work hand in hand, mainly so for that zigzag stitch. That's where that stitch width will come in handy with, that zigzag, mostly in those decorative stitches. So definitely pay attention to that. And it's trial and error, depending on the type of material, how you want the seam to stretch, and different things along that sort. But what I'm gonna do now is, because that's pretty much all the information that I have on stitch width, what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna sew using each number 0 through 5 on the stitch width, and I'm gonna leave my stitch length at 2.5 at a regular average type of stitch length, just for the video, okay? So yeah, let's get into it. 2.5, 0 for stitch width, right? So let's go here. I'm gonna place this here. So just so you know, because I'm going to run through them because I already wasted enough time, I'm going to change this to 3. That's a zigzag for me. And then I'm going to leave this one at 2.5 and do this one at 0 again. Okay, now. Look at that, you guys. Isn't that beautiful? So as you can see, now that I know what I was doing, I did do the average stitch length, right? I did the stitch length at 2.5, and then with the stitch width, what the video is actually about, stitch width, this is the one that was changeable. We was able to change this one. So with 0 was a straight line. Remember I said with straight lines, you put it on 0. And then 1, we have this. You can see the zigzag starting to come. However, it was like slight. Then 2, we have these. And as you can see, as it got down the row, 3, 4, 5, you see the stitch width widening each and every time. So again, stitch width is the distance the needle moves from side to side. So that is our stitch width. This should be very exciting to you guys. I know I'm very excited. The more we learn about sewing, the more we become pros. So now that I know stitch width and stitch length work hand in hand, this is, you know, especially with zigzag and other designer stitches that they have on your sewing machine, that's great to note. So when you're sewing, you can mix it up a bit. You can change up the length of the zigzag. You can make the zigzag more weight. You know what I mean? I would get creative with my machine. I would try it out at this point. I know for myself, I was afraid of those buttons at the top. I'm like, I'm not going to touch them. I'm just going to touch this big dial right here and change it to zigzag or straight, and that's it. I was scared to touch any of that up there. And matter of fact, I did when I was actually pursuing, you know, I was sewing masks at the time when, you know, when the pandemic first hit, and I didn't touch any of those buttons up there, those dials. I left them exactly as they were. And then one day, I guess I was going across it with my hand. I don't know what I was doing. I was threading my machine. I was threading the bottom, and I switched the dial, and I didn't know which dial I switched because I never paid attention to it, and I just didn't know what was going on. But all I know is every time it was time for me to sew a mask, it happened on 2 of them. Either the thing was too loose as I adjusted it, or it just bunched up really bad underneath it and everything. You know what I mean? So yeah, me knowing about stitch width and stitch length makes me very comfortable. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you find this very helpful. If you have any questions, please comment down below. Again, you guys still on my blooming fam for now. I really like the word bloom because that's what we should be doing. Blooming, growing, prospering every day. However, I just can't stick to one thing, unfortunately. It's time for me to do my nails again. It's been 3 weeks. But I just can't do one thing. Stick to one thing. I like to do multiple things, nails, all this other stuff. So I had to call myself the DIY woman. And your girl, I'm not a little girl anymore. So I had to be the word woman. So I hope you guys like it. Comment below how you guys feel about that name, the change. I know, man, I think it's a great move, especially since I don't just focus on sewing. And be that.